There's good news for everyone who owns a Shiba Inu or a cryptocurrency. BlackRock's move into the cryptocurrency market just got a big change that could shake things up a lot. So, if you want to hear some good news, keep watching this video. Disclaimer starting right away. The SEC, which is part of the United States government, has approved BlackRock's request for Bitcoin ETF. This means that the formal review of BlackRock's proposal for a Bitcoin ETF can start. BlackRock still has a long way to go on its crypto journey, as the acceptance of its application is just the first step. But the fact that the application was accepted shows that things are going in the right way. Now, for those who still don't understand what an ETF is. Cointelegraph says it like this: ETF are investment funds that usually follow certain indexes. In the world of cryptocurrencies, they are often sold on exchanges. A cryptocurrency ETF is a fund that matches the value of one or more digital tokens and is made up of different cryptocurrencies. They are very important in the grand scheme of things. Even so, BlackRock isn't the only company that recently put in an application for crypto ETF. Wise Origin, Bitcoin Trust, and Wisdom Tree are among the other companies that have applied for Bitcoin ETF and other crypto ETF and are waiting for the SEC to approve them. But because of BlackRock's place in the financial market, most people are paying attention to and hoping that its application will be accepted. If BlackRock gets that license to run Bitcoin ETF, it would definitely rock up the crypto market. At this point, I should probably add that the SEC in the United States hasn't yet approved a spot Bitcoin ETF. This doesn't mean that they won't though, especially since they have been granting applications. I guess it could just mean they are very picky, which could be a good thing. Also, BlackRock is probably the company that has the best chance of getting their spot accepted. Right now, that company is involved in almost every big company, so they should be able to tell the SEC that they are the best choice. You should also keep in mind that the SEC in the US hasn't approved any spot Bitcoin ETF yet, but they have approved a couple in Canada. This could just mean that Canada is more open to crypto than the US, which is not surprising. But it could also mean that these companies that are applying, or at least BlackRock, have a chance. We'd have to wait and see what happens. So, what do any of these things have to do with SHIB? Well, BlackRock would be joining the crypto market, which includes livestock. I think it's pretty clear how it affects SHIB, but if BlackRock got into crypto, it would give the market the legitimacy it needs. If a company as big and important as BlackRock can invest in cryptocurrency, it must be real. So, it probably wouldn't be too far off to say that after BlackRock, a lot more people will join the crypto market. Since BlackRock is trying to get Bitcoin ETF, it makes sense that many of these people would move towards Bitcoin. Finn says that some Bitcoin fans who aren't afraid to take risks think that this kind of approval would lead to more institutions using Bitcoin, which could increase liquidity and market participation and take the world's top cryptocurrency to new heights. But we can also expect some of these people to buy SHIB, which is one of the most popular cryptocurrencies right now and is still very cheap. But, as I said before, only time will tell for sure. If you thought this was really helpful, please leave a review and tell your friends about this video. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm, which makes it easier for me to keep making better movies. So you know how big BlackRock's move into the cryptocurrency market is. Gold went up by about 350 right after the first gold ETF was passed. Before the first gold ETF came out, gold was worth about $450, but by August 2011, it had gone up to $1820 and kept going up. Some might say that this just shows that there is a link, but it looks like the rise can definitely be linked to the launch of the ETF. Right now, the crypto market needs that price pump more than anything. Things don't seem that bad right now, but the crypto market is still a long way from where it was in 2021. It needs a big push to get it going in a positive direction. And if the gold ETF is any indication, the start of a Bitcoin ETF could be that boost. But we still have to wait a while, so the cryptocurrency market might need to find other ways to grow. Roosters, in the meantime, those boosts for Shiba Inu could be all the projects that the Shiba Inu development team is currently working on. Shibarium is the biggest, so it should have the most effect on how much sheep are worth and how much they cost. We're lucky that we know when the platform will go live. That means that we will know for sure if all the talk about Shibarium is true for a few more weeks. Shiba Inu is working on other projects, but the Shiba Inu cold wallet is being released, and that should bring in some new users, especially since Ledger is having problems. The new Shiba Inu coin treat should be available around the same time as Shibarium. All of these projects could make Shiba go up while we wait for BlackRock or another company to get their Bitcoin ETF approved. Speaking of which, analysts have been asking how much the price of SHIB would go up if a Bitcoin ETF is approved. Well, it seems that the prices of SHIB and Bitcoin have been very similar over the past year and a half. That is, increases and decreases in Bitcoin have usually been mirrored in the price of SHIB, which helps explain why a Bitcoin ETF could be good for SHIB prices. But how big a deal could that be? Well, it seems like it could make a big difference. But before we get to that, this station gives away 100,000 SHIB every day to anyone who wants to take part. Just subscribe to this channel, like this movie, and leave a comment below. #Shiba Inu. Best of luck. Standard Chartered Bank, which is one of the biggest Bitcoin buyers, wants to have about $120,000 worth of Bitcoins by the end of 2024. Even if BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF isn't accepted, this increase would almost certainly make the price of Bitcoin go up by a lot. Analysts think that if that happens, SHIB will follow Bitcoin's rise to bullishness. Even better, Bitcoin's next birthing season is coming up soon, which makes everything even more likely. At its last half season, which was in May 2020, which was in April 2024, SHIB had not yet been released. In the meantime, Bitcoin itself went up by about 600 between the time it was split in half and the middle of 2021. SHIB did get released, and experts seem to think that at least some of its bullish run in 2021 could be linked to the halving of Bitcoin the year before. Well, she will be around for the next Bitcoin halving, and not only that, but the Shiba Inu group fully supports SHIB, so it might not be too much of a stretch to think that SHIB will pump after the next halving in 2024. The ticket could even take off a few zeros, which has been hard for it to do for a while. We don't know if the price increase would be as high as Bitcoin's increase of about 600 last year. But both SHIB and the crypto market as a whole could use a help. So, hopefully, one of the things talked about in this video, like the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF or the Bitcoin halving, will give the cryptocurrency market the boost it needs so badly. But do you think the cryptocurrency market could go up? Think about telling us what you think in the comments part below. We've reached the end of this movie. If you like this video, please give it a like and say something about it in the comments part. This helps me a lot with how YouTube works. Also, please let as many people as possible know about this movie. Let's tell everyone about this.